Today we're going to talk about writing equations. And so if you go ahead and look up here, it says translate each sentence into an equation. And so if I look at this, I see I've got 7 times a number squared is 5 times the difference of k and m. Got an idea?
Yeah.
What?
7 and
Quit. No. Look up here.
okay.
7 times. What does that mean?
7.
7. A number squared. What will that be? N squared is
Equals
5 times
k minus m.
times the difference of k and m. So that's how you would go about writing that. 7 times the number squared is 5 times the difference of k and m. So not only are you going to have to write an equation based on words, you're going to have to do it the other way as well. You're going to be given an equation and you're going to have to put that into words. And so if we go ahead and look at the next one, I want you to tell me which one is that. 15 times a number subtracted from 80 is 25. 15 times a number subtracted from 80 is 25. You have a 50-50 chance here. Okay. And the whoa. And the answer is B. So let's go ahead and look at this.
Oh, now
15 times the number. Right here. 15n. Subtracted from 80. So 15n is subtracted from 80. That is 25. Okay, let's try this other one, folks. Here you go. 2 plus the quotient of a number and 8 is the same as 16. Actually, what you could do is you could write this down and see if yours matches one of those up there. Okay, 50-50. See what you got. Same numbers again, so let's go and look at this.
I saw it again wrong like 2 seconds.
Okay, the quotient of a number and 8. Quotient of a number and 8 means that n is going to go on top. Okay, so whatever one is first listed is the number that goes on the top, the one that's second goes on the bottom. Let's look at this one. 27 times k is h squared decreased by 9. 27 times k is h squared decreased by 9. There we go, much better. That's where we need to be. Okay. What is another word that I could have put in place of decreased by?
subtracted from.
Subtracted from, what else? Minus.
No, what if you subtracted?
Okay, here we go. So translate this into a formula. The area of a triangle equals the product of 1/2 the length of the base and the height. So, area of a triangle, I can symbolize with what? A. So area of a triangle I've already done. Equals means an equal sign. The product of 1/2 the length of the base and the height. Product means you're going to do what with those numbers? Multiply them. So I'm going to multiply. I've got a half in here. I've got the length of the base, which I can symbolize with B, and height, which I can symbolize with H. So area equals 1/2 base times height. Now let's look at this one. In a right triangle. So the square of the measure of the hypotenuse C. So basically, when I think about this, the square of C. So get rid of all that other stuff, you don't need it. How can I write the square of C?
C squared.
C squared is equal to, okay, so is, I could just do is. The sum of, so sum of means you're going to do what? Plus. Okay, so I did the sum of the squares of the measures of the legs. So the squares of, let's do this, A and B. So what would the squares of A and B be? A squared plus B squared. Does anybody know, by the way, what that's called?
The Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean theorem. And so we're going to learn a little bit about that this year. Pythagorean theorem is a very famous theorem that's used quite a bit. Okay, so translate this into a sentence. So there you go, you have two choices. 6z minus 15 equals 45. Now, if yours turned off, just turn it on. Go ahead and 50-50, let's see how we do.
Sorry, I'm working on it. When?
The answer is A, good.
Oh my God.
So let's think about that. What would the difference be on B? How would I write B?
15 minus
It'd be 15 decreased by 6z is 45. So that's the difference between the two. Okay, let's look at the next one. Translate that into a sentence.
Oh, whoa, it's just me.
I believe in you, Brett.
Come on, Brett.
And the answer is A.
Yeah.
Nice job. Nice job.
Way to
Good job,
guess,
Brett.
guys, way to guess.
Okay, so with that in mind, what would B be? Twice y. What would that be? 2y added to 3 times x is w. So the difference. Okay, here we go. Another one. 15 equals 25n squared plus 2.
Why did you say it?
Yeah, don't go.
This one should be 100 now, too. It should be, anyway.
Well, we'll see. The answer is A. Now, you have to be real careful on this one. Let's look at this one.
Oh, crap,
15
I put
equals 25 times the square of n plus 2. If you look at this one, 25n squared. What that means, if you have it written this way, that's what it means. You need to put a times in here, because otherwise it is understood to be 25n, that quantity squared. Okay? All right, there you go. Here's your assignment. Pages 78 through 79, 21 through 29, 30 through 44,
10 problems.
the evens.
Yes, that's.
Okay? Questions?
Yes.
Good to go?
Why is this start on 21 if we're doing even?
Hang on.
No. 21 through 29 is all. 30 through 44 is evens. If I would have wanted you to do the evens up here, I would have wrote 21 through 29 evens, 30 through 44 evens. Okay, the only thing you do the evens on is the 30 through 44.
That makes more sense.